Live. Are we live everywhere? We are live everywhere. Here we go. Chris Ward, broker in charge, Eagle Realty. What's up, everybody? We're on the triple live stream, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Oh, it's a beautiful day here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Kids back in school today. Just like you can take a breath, parents, if you're, especially in real estate, which is the blog I wrote this week was about parents who have a real estate career and their kids getting back to school. It's so much fun. I love this time of year. I'm gonna wait a little bit, let some of the stream here. You guys, like Instagram's letting my followers know. I'm sure YouTube's out there too, Facebook, letting people know that we're going live. Welcome to Real Q&A, Real Estate Answers Live, another edition this week. We're on episode 10. That happened fast. I know we started this at the beginning of the summer. So if you have real estate questions, anything pertaining to real estate, whether it's about buying real estate, it's about selling real estate, it's about a career in real estate, I would love to be able to answer your question. Oh, I'm competing with Team Gary Vee to start a live stream on Instagram. Really? Come on, Gary. Anyway, buying, selling real estate, or whether you work in real estate, I want to be able to answer your questions. So whether you're catching this on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you can comment below. You can send me a direct DM. You can message me. You can call me. You can text me. Let me know what kind of questions that you have. I'm on location here at Mellow Mushroom. I had an amazing lunch here. Let me give props to Mellow Mushroom here in North Myrtle Beach. Had their, what was that thing called? Tidal Wave sandwich. Tidal Wave something. Tidal Wave hoagie. I can't remember what it was. It was a Tidal Wave of some sort. So if you come here and you see the lunch menu and it says Tidal Wave, get that. It's really good. That's just, I'm just saying, it's just a really good thing to get. What are we talking about? So I got a couple questions today. A lot of these questions come from buyer experiences that I've had with working with buyers or working with sellers, and of course working with my real estate agents at our company and other real estate agents that I've talked to before. So the buyer question today was talking about, I get a lot, especially like recently, like I would say in the last like couple of years more extensively, about buyers asking for closing costs on their offer. So they make an offer to purchase on a contract or on a property, they want to make an offer and they say, hey, can I ask for closing costs? Well, that depends. I mean, obviously, yeah, your prerogative. You can ask for the seller to contribute towards your closing costs. I see a lot more buyers you might need that to secure the financing. You may be cash short. You might have a strong financial picture to be able to borrow, but you're cash short because you need cash for closing. You need cash to move in. You need cash to turn on utilities. You might need cash to furnish the place. So you will need cash on something. You need cash for a down payment, of course. So you can, what I always tell buyers is remember that's reflective in the offer. So you can't offer really low plus ask for closing costs and expect that to look like a good offer. So closing costs, you have to keep that in mind, especially when you're making what your offer price is on the property. Make sure your closing costs, you factor that into the offer price, because usually what you'll see is if you're asking for closing costs, you need to be closer to the asking price because it kind of goes together in the seller's mind. So you can ask, of course, for closing costs, depending on if you need assistance or if you just want to, kind of reserve some cash, ask for closing cost assistance, but just make sure that you're paying attention. You and your realtor, I'm sure, will advise you on this, reflective in your offer price. I'm sorry, YouTube, it's a little darker on the YouTube screen. I got, of course, North Myrtle Beach behind me here, this little palm tree. This screen, Facebook is looking beautiful right now. But hey, I'm waving at everybody on people. Okay, so I don't have anybody to chat to on YouTube yet. The second question was for sellers. So sellers ask me, I get this, well, they don't ask me, and this is what's funny. This question isn't so much for sellers as far as the question is for sellers. So if you're selling a property, here's one of my top questions that I've definitely learned to ask over the years, because I think sometimes sellers don't think about it. What's your plan if I sell your house tomorrow? If we list it today and I sell it tomorrow, do you have a plan to get out of the home, to move your furniture? Where are you going? We don't want you homeless. Like, what is your plan for selling the home? Typical closing, 30 to 45 days. So do you have the time frame, if I sold your house tomorrow, to be able to be out in 30 to 45 days and not be homeless? You got to ask yourself that, seller. You have to make sure you understand that if you are selling your piece of property and you're going to list it for sale, that with everything, it could sell tomorrow. So you have to be ready and prepared. So my question is actually for sellers. Are you prepared? You need a plan when you list your property. that if it sells the next day, that you know what you're doing and where you're going. So just remember that. You got to kind of think through that and make sure us as realtors, we got to ask that question in our listing presentation or when we're talking about listing the property to make sure that the sellers and advise our clients to make sure you have a plan for getting out of the property on time. Sorry for the traffic behind me if you can't hear me. But the last question is for real estate agents. And again, not so much, the question would be from a realtor like this: should I be investing in real estate? Short answer, yes. If you're a real estate agent, if you are a career, so I see some of you guys are realtors. If you don't own property, are you not believing in the own product that you're selling, basically? Like, you got to put it in the context that if we are helping people buy and sell property, why wouldn't I own property myself? One, for the experience of the process. Two, because we are working with people and telling them this is the biggest investment of your life. This is a big asset to add to your portfolio. Like, if we're advising that, but we're not doing it ourselves, if we're not, being the role model, being the example of what we're helping other people do, that's kind of a nagging question to me when realtors don't own some kind of property. At least own even if you own a personal property that you live in, that's still an investment in your future. That's still part of your real estate portfolio. Plus, I think you should be buying and investing. Now, obviously, you got to weigh that in the market. Is it a good market to buy? You're a real estate agent, so you should have a little bit front knowledge on where the market is and when properties hit. So you have a great platform and advantage as a realtor to be investing in real estate and building your real estate portfolio. So resounding yes, you should be investing in real estate. As a real estate agent, you should own real estate, and especially if you're going to call yourself a real estate agent and have that career. So buyers, closing costs, just make sure it's reflective of the price. Sellers, you need a plan for if you sell quickly. And realtors, you should own property and be building an investment portfolio of real estate property as well. Just to recap our questions for real Q&A today. So again, hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I went the wrong way. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, don't do it. But let me know any questions that you have about buying, selling, or your realtor career. What's up, realtors? I see some of you over there on Instagram. And let me know how I can help. I'd love to answer your questions. Shoot them to me. We'll try to keep this going each week. I hope you guys have an awesome week and enjoy the rest of your day.